What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Kicking Knowledge. Today, we'll be continuing our Venus series, and we'll be discussing everything you need to know when dating someone with a Venus in Scorpio. So, let's get into it. I'm sure everybody knows that Scorpio is probably the most popular sign within the zodiac. So, when it comes to Venus and Scorpio, just like Venus and Libra, these are pretty popular people. So the first thing you really need to know is that Scorpio is ruled by Pluto as well as Mars, okay? And if you know both of those energies, you know that they are intense in nature. They are a little bit combative. Scorpio is also the sign of transformation, intimacy, the psychology of the soul, all those good things. So when you're dealing with someone with a Venus in Scorpio, you got to understand that they are approaching relationships from a very psychological standpoint. And what I found here with these people is that, similar to like a Venus in the 12th or a Venus in Pisces, these people have a preconceived notion of what relationships should be like, okay? And this can come from just a number of factors. One, what's in their actual chart, right? Two, the outside influence, and then like family influence of like the parents and things like that. So when dealing with someone with this placement, you really want to get an idea of what it is that they saw growing up, or just come out forward and find out, what do you desire from relationships? And then when we get into this bag here, we'll see that because of the intense nature of the Venus and Scorpio person, they tend to put a lot of emphasis or weight on that particular thing. So if the Venus and Scorpio person grows up seeing their parents always together, doing lots of things together, naturally in their mind, they'll think, it needs to be the same particular way. All right. If it's a man and his mother may have been like a stay-at-home mom, he may desire that out of a partner. So you really want to evaluate their psychological orientation to what relationships are. Okay. And then this leads me to my next point, which I think is a big thing in general for Scorpio period, but particularly Venus, the Scorpio. And that's sex. Scorpio is the sign of sex. And what happens here is that the sex life is either the Scorpio person places a lot of emphasis and importance on that, or they want you to let them feel like you're interested in everything about them other than just getting in their pants. Okay, because as you'll see, I'll bring up in a second, these are very magnetic people. They receive a lot of energy, sexual energy from others. So, like I said, you have these two different types of Venus and Scorpios. The one who's just like, we don't have to wait 3 months to have sex. I'd rather have sex with you in the beginning, figure out if I feel it for you, you know what I'm saying, versus build something and be disappointed in that regard. So that type of Venus and Scorpio person, very much needs a strong physical connection with you, and then everything else will fall in line. But then we have the opposite. We have the ones where it's like, this could be like a Venus in the 3rd or the 9th. They want you to molest their mind. They want you to get to know them intellectually, okay? See their depth before taking it there. So my next advice in this realm of sex is to be communicative, because a lot of times what happens is the Venus in Scorpio person may have a hard time. They may love sex and be willing to explore and talk about things, but they have a hard time instigating those conversations. So if you look at the sign of Scorpio, their 8th house is ruled by Gemini. So when it comes to intimacy, sex, communication is key. So if you're pursuing them, I would like be very blunt and get to the point, and figure out what this person likes intimately. Okay, so you can best increase the intimacy and really connect. Because what happens a lot of time with these people is that they'll have a mental connection, a spiritual connection, but then sexually it's just off. And a lot of times the barrier is there because they can't fully communicate how they want to be pleased. So communication is really allows for a deeper level of intimacy. Okay, now running with this idea regarding intimacy, it's big for them. And as you've seen in previous episodes, I've been talking about like love languages and things like that. And I don't have a consensus of what I feel like this sign's love language is, but I want to put the emphasis on quality time because I know that is important to them. And this is what's really important for you to know, is that Venus in Scorpio isn't very hard to please. They are fixed in nature. So there's a certain level of predictability that they want from the relationship. But honestly, these are the type of people that really just want, they don't necessarily care what they're doing, but they want to be with their partner. Okay? And if you can allow them to kind of be a little clingy, be a little overbearing. Some of them would do it, know they're doing it and still do it. If you can allow them to do it, you win a lot of points with them. So this is where you really want to evaluate and look at the house placement. So, if it's a fifth house, Venus in Scorpio, this is where okay, we want to go on adventures. We want to, have fun dates, things of that nature. If it's Venus in the 10th house, a lot of the relationship, they just want to feel like we're progressing, that we're both helping assist each other, with our goals and things of that nature. But quality time, I believe, is key. So any Venus and Scorpios out there, chime in, let me know what you think in that regard. Okay? So next thing you want to know is that this is Venus. Venus is the planet of attraction of others. Scorpio is magneticism. And a lot of times with Venus and Scorpios, that you're going to find that these, whether or not the person is actually very good looking, they have a certain amount of sex appeal. They have a very mysterious or mesmerizing aura. So, as the person pursuing them, if you are not comfortable with your partner receiving attention, or kind of being like going out somewhere and it may be a guy, and then you're at a restaurant and the waitress is like flirting with your date, these may not be the people for you. Okay, you got to understand that the Venus and Scorpio is always going to have admirers, but this is a rather loyal position. Once they have given you their attention, given you their energy, merged with you, they don't really see anybody else. Okay, and honestly, depending on when you attract a Venus and Scorpio person, whatever fixations they had on getting attention, they're likely well past that, because they attract so much eyes on a day-to-day basis. After a while, it grows tiring, and especially if they're not interested in the attention that they're receiving. So for others out there attracting them, this kind of forces you to be more secure within yourself. Okay, and a lot of times it's one of those where the individual could let jealousy drive them out of a good thing. But for the most part, these are pretty loyal people. All right. And the last thing I would say about Venus and Scorpio, be honest with them. Don't try any funny games. This is a position that loves to do research, particularly about the person that they are involved with. these are the type of people who are going to, you know, look at all your Instagram posts from 3 years ago. Okay, they're going to study you. They want to know everything about you. So the more open you can be with them, A, allows for greater communication and closeness, but B, it prevents from anything being exposed later on. Okay, I'm sure Venus and Scorpios could contest to this, that even when it's not blatant, intuitively they have a feeling when something isn't right with their partner or something is being done behind their back. Okay, it's literally like a sixth sense. So I would just say to the person dealing with them, be honest, man. Being upfront is much better than having someone have something over you and not saying anything and you're looking like a fool. Okay, so I would just be honest. All right, y'all. This is my interpretation of everything you need to know when dating a Venus and Scorpio. If you have this position or dating someone with it, feel free to chime in. Let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can do so now. Until next time, peace.